Welcome back for Due Process Denied, Part 2. The Court That Didn't Want to Know. When Jason appealed the denial of his Rule 32 petition, this was the court that could have turned things around. The Alabama Court of Criminal Appeals had a chance to look deeper, to see what the trial court ignored. Instead, they doubled down. No hearing, no findings of fact, just a blanket agreement with the circuit court's silence. They dismissed Jason's claims the same way the trial court did, not by disproving them, but by sidestepping them. Jason was convicted of causing a suicide, but the indictment accused him of shooting her himself. The CCA never explains how a jury can convict on a theory the defendant was never charged with or allowed to defend against. One of Jason's strongest claims was ineffective assistance, especially when Rule 32 counsel failed to subpoena trial counsel. But the court said there was no showing of prejudice. Of course not. There was no hearing, no testimony, no facts. You can't prove what the court refuses to examine. This is the appellate safety net. This is what passes for review in Alabama. If they didn't look at the evidence, how did they know what wasn't there? This isn't just due process denied. It's due process dismantled. When the Alabama courts failed him, Jason turned to the only place left, a federal court, a habeas petition, a plea to the Constitution itself. Because this wasn't about guilt or innocence anymore. This was about the rules being broken, the process being perverted, and the state refusing to admit the truth. But even in federal court, the odds are brutal. Under the AEDPA, a law designed to protect state court rulings, a federal judge can only intervene if no fair-minded jurist could agree with Alabama's decision. Think about that. Not if the court was wrong. Not if the trial was unfair. But if it was so outrageous, so indefensible, that every judge in America would have to agree. This is the final door, and Alabama's still trying to slam it shut. Thank you for watching, share, like, and comment.